Mhm. Hey, YouTube, there. Hello, YouTube. How y'all doing today? Hi, Princess A. Are y'all just as confused as I am? Well, they got one school of people saying that Trump is doing great. He's doing fine. He always has his doctor's lie. So we have no idea what's going on there. They're all trying to play to him. One group says that he's in trouble. He might not make it through the night. They make it sound like that. And the other group saying that, oh, he's wonderful. He's great. Flowers, cheers. So we don't know what the hell the truth is. All I know is we were within 30 days of this election. Everything that happens in the White House is political at this point. In the last 30 days, everything is political. So suddenly we have this tragedy where Donald Trump has been diagnosed with coronavirus and is in the hospital. Now, I think he's in the hospital because they say this drug, is it Rivenavir or something like that? One of them, I can't pronounce those names. Rivenavir, whatever it is. You have to be in the hospital. So that should solve that mystery. They should stop stumbling over each other to try to come up with a public statement. If the drug says you have to be in the hospital to have it administered for 5 days, then that's why he's in the hospital for 5 days, right? But I still haven't figured out the angle yet. He just came on, Donald Trump, and gave us this cheery speech about how he's going to beat this thing. He can't wait to get back in the saddle and all this kind of stuff, right? He didn't look sick to me. So these people who said that it could go either way, or I think we've been played, people. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, honey. I am sorry, but I cannot believe a guy. That's what happens when you cry. The boy who cried wolf. Y'all remember the story, the boy who cried wolf? Let me see if I can remember. The boy ran through the town, always lying about what was it, wolves are coming or something like that. I think he was saying the wolves are coming or something. Kept scaring the people in the town, and then eventually they stopped believing in him. They stopped believing. They stopped reacting to when he would cry wolf, right? And then when it actually happened, and the wolves, I know I'm messing this thing up. You young people, y'all correct me. When the wolf really came, everybody got eaten up, I guess. I'm ad-libbing. Because nobody believed the boy. He was really coming. I don't know if he got gobbled up or all the people got gobbled up. Hey, people. How y'all doing on this fine Saturday? It's hot, it's still hot here, but not as bad as it was. He ain't dead yet. Lincoln Jude, I'm sorry. Maybe I'm too jaded. But in the last 30 days, after the big event, all of a sudden, Donald Trump has been rushed to the hospital. And all these Republicans who were at this event on Saturday for the Supreme Court judge, they're showing like 5 or 6 people who were infected there, right? They're coming forward. Now, these are people who are strongly under Trump's supervision. Kellyanne Conway, her whole career is built on lying for Trump, right? So she just does whatever he says do. So if he says, you say you got coronavirus, that's it. All of his ass kissers, and they're all Republicans, are all the ones coming forward to say they have coronavirus. Why are they doing that? You see? Why are they doing it? Has anybody been talking about Trump's relation to white supremacy in the last few days? Or Trump's bad performance, bullying performance at the debate? All the stuff that Trump's done? No, because he's in the hospital. We don't talk about people like that. We don't talk about them bad when it's a funeral home or when they're in the hospital, right? So he has managed to change the subject. Maybe it happened just like he said it was. But since when does Trump tell us anything just like he said it went down? That's what happens when you cry wolf. You lie. And then when something actually happens, nobody believes your ass. So they're still telling conflicting stories about the perils of Donald Trump. We don't know. We don't know. Why would he say that he had coronavirus after he done caused probably thousands of deaths by denying coronavirus, denying the seriousness of it, by denying the mask, denying the social distancing? Why would he all of a sudden switch over? I don't know. It's a powerful thing though, but I don't buy coincidence. I'm not a person who believes in a lot of coincidence. This thing happens right before the damn election. We already know he'll do anything, right? If he is as healthy as he appears in here, why wouldn't he just hide it, bury it, or attempt to? He didn't look sick to me at all. For somebody who was supposed to be, it could go either way and all this kind of stuff, and on oxygen and all this kind of, how did he get before that camera, got out of the bed? You should have been in the bed with tubes in, I would think. So we don't know what game they're playing. But I strongly suspect it's some kind of a game. I don't believe in coincidence like that. He's changed the whole conversation in one day. And then what's with all this miraculous recovery? He announced it, then he announced that Kellyanne Conway had it, right? By that same evening, he's saying he had it and his wife had it. The next day, he's taken to the hospital. A couple of hours later, he's cured. He's cured now. Oh, I feel much better than yesterday. Since when is this coronavirus acting in one day? So is he going to be pushing this miracle drug to say that he has found the cure for coronavirus? That's the only thing people were saying, that he had to try to, he kept hinting that, oh, it's going to pass before the election. Oh, it's going to be cured before the election. All this shit before the election. Then all of a sudden, Donald Trump has coronavirus. Do you guys believe it? Queen Black, Enchantress. Hi. Hi, Gary, Stephanie, the Ms. TR. Am I just being silly and suspicious? This is a man who peddled conspiracy theories, going all the way back to Obama. Why are we supposed to believe him? He believes in things that I mean, he just convinces himself or whatever the truth is, and then he hits us with it. He don't mind being caught in lies. He don't care. You can't be caught in a lie 20,000 times if you care about getting caught in lies, right? So what's the outcome of this thing? How's it going to work in his favor? If it anyway it works in his favor, it could be that he just caught coronavirus and they say, okay, this is an opportunity, and now he got all his spin doctors in there, and we're going to spin this to where he comes out ahead. Be aware, people. Watch, listen. Watch and listen. Okay. How could this not be a publicity stunt in some way this close to the election? Are they just spinning it for the benefit, or did they actually plan this whole damn thing? I don't know. That it seems like the news, like the New York Times and the news people, would have caught him if it's pure conspiracy, or if he's just gaming us, they would have figured it out. So maybe he just got caught with corona and then start figuring out a way to spin it to his advantage. We don't know. All we know is the subject got changed dramatically in one night, and he has had the coronavirus, and then he's feeling better already in one day. I would think this drug that you have to be hospitalized to take, I would think that would make you sick enough to not be cured in one day. It's got to be some kind of side effect. So why would you have to be in the hospital? It's like that drug that killed Michael Jackson. They said that was a drug that had to be administered during surgery in the hospital. You had to be in a hospital to get that administered. That's why they got that guy Conrad, because he was doing it in his house. Anyway, I told y'all, watch out for drama though. No, it's just too close. Just like that. What do they call that? The November surprise, or is it October surprise? Remember when Hillary was way ahead, and then they came out and said, "Oh, she's being investigated." That's where Comey messed up. He come out here announcing that Hillary was being investigated right before the damn election. I think they call him October surprise because the vote is in November, right? So something at the last minute. So anything that happened in the last minute is suspicious. CNN says he bad. Fox says he's good. Right. Two totally different stories. Then you got all them doctors standing in the hospital in the front of the place. Just lie, 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 lie. You can tell the words almost sound like Trump words. Fantastic. Fabulous. Those drugs are not on the market yet. You're right, Blue Skies. But see, Trump, he's been saying that coronavirus, he's going to have the solution for coronavirus before the election. He kept saying, oh, it could happen sooner than that. It could happen sooner than that. Oh, I feel something coming in the air. I can feel it coming at the edge of the night. Oh, Lord. Oh, Lord. He said he feels something coming before the election, right? Then all of a sudden he got coronavirus. And in one day, he's feeling better. He's sitting up and talking. So all of this darkness took place in one night, overnight. So by the time you close your eyes and go to bed, Trump was already through his coronavirus. It didn't kill 200-something people. But Trump, he's through it in one day. So is he going to come in now and blame and say it was because of this drug that he was healed in one day? Are we supposed to believe that and go to the polls thinking, oh, Donald Trump has cured coronavirus. Oh, he was the first one to try it. If the president tries it, it has to be great. It's great. It's like he said, oh, Donald Trump, Donald Trump. All I'm saying, people, is pay attention, watch and look. Perhaps they can catch him in these lies before the election. Those meds must be awful good. He just sat up there and did him a 4-minute video talking about how wonderful he is. Lord have mercy. I would think that a drug that's that strong where you got to be hospitalized to take it is going to require monitoring. It's going to require you not feeling so great. That's why you're in the hospital. We can't do that, Lincoln Jude. Put a pillow over his head. This is exhausting. No, we can't murder people, especially the president, Mr. Jude. Thank you. Thank you for sharing. He's getting treatment that the general public can't get. Right. So, but now, since he's endorsed it, are we supposed to get it? What about the other thing that he was endorsed, hydrochloroquine or whatever? He endorsed that too, right? Weren't we all supposed to go out there and get that? Then they order millions of doses of this hydrochloroquine. It was nothing. If it was anything, he would be taking it now. You can't go by what he endorsed. Honey, you don't even know if he made some deals with these people who make this stuff. We don't know that. We know he's in extreme debt. Anybody talking about his debt in the last couple of days? Remember, just a couple of days before that, we found out that he's in all this debt, and his taxes, his embarrassing taxes finally got released. Whole subject changed, didn't it? I can't say that the dude has it or don't has it. They should all have it. You ask me. They pointed out 6 people, all of his cronies have it from that event on Saturday for the Supreme Court nomination lady. I would think they are having more circles. Because there was, I mean, that Kellyanne Conway, she was right in that Barr's face. They were like this, spitting all in each other's mouth. I would think all of them had it, but we would never know the truth about something like that. We won't. Hey, thank you, Ed Gee. I appreciate you, brother. Thank you for the super chat. Hell, I need super chats these days. I don't know, honey. Everything's dried up. But I know we all suffering, honey. Too much of a coincidence, ain't it, Chandra? Because we know he's going to do something. He had to do something. He had to switch the subject off all this negativity that was coming out about him. And I know he wants to change the subject about his finances. Right? Next day, he's sick. Next day, he's well. So he looked well. We just saw him a minute ago. So maybe the people are right who say they don't even believe he has it at all. It is all just a scam. We have to just pay attention, honey. I was following and fell asleep 3 times. trying to figure out what the truth was. I couldn't get it. I couldn't figure it out even with Wolf Blitzer reporting, honey. Usually he's accurate, but how you gonna be accurate when you get inside source in the White House, a person who which we can't know his name, and then you got these clowns on these doctors who are going to say whatever Trump say. I mean, he is the president. They go out and give this sparkling report. Then he comes on, gives his sparkling report. I said, well, damn, shouldn't your eyes be droopy or something? You didn't look sick to me, considering it's only been a few hours. You got over the coronavirus and are on the men in one day, Trump. Maybe you're kind of rushing that a little bit. It's true user in the vaccine. A vaccine, honey, a vaccine is before you have coronavirus. Before you have coronavirus, you get a vaccine, right? That's to prevent you from getting it. Just like me. If they came out with an HIV vaccine right now, that would not benefit me because I already have HIV. Right? A vaccine is for people who don't have that disease. Is preventative, prophylactic. Right? So why are you taking a vaccine for something you already got? That's one hand. The other hand is saying, oh, this is not a vaccine. This is for people who already have it to lessen their symptoms. Like these cold remedies they have, lessen the symptoms. You have it shorter. We don't know anything. We ain't gonna know nothing until that day that child they had. Hey, Bunny, thank you. Look at your little cute self. What's that, kitty cat? You got you got a panther in your thumbnail, and then you got a ha 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 kitty cat, and your name is Bunny, so you love animals. Me too. Thank you. It's all theater. Trump is a stunt queen. I was waiting to see what was going to happen. I opened my eyes up at 2 o'clock in the morning, and it was happening. I said, but goddamn, I knew something was going to happen. So sometimes you just got to go back. What are the facts? Thursday, you announce it. Friday, you go to the hospital. Saturday, you're cured. Why you lying? Why you always lying? She gonna say whatever. Everybody gonna say whatever Trump tells them to say, honey. This is the election for the presidency of the United States of America. Now they all feeling bad. Now even Joe Biden has taken down all negative ads on Trump, right? Apparently these negative ads, they work, right? So all of a sudden now he didn't change the subject. Ain't nobody talking about his finances. Ain't nobody talking about his white supremacy. Ain't nobody talking about none of the flaws of Donald Trump. And Joe Biden is taking down all negative ads. Now, how's that going to affect his campaign? I'm glad that at least he's not stopping his campaigning. It's all very suspicious, people. Very effective. If it's not something he orchestrated, then it's certainly a coincidence. I'm trying to figure out why having a disease that you've been downplaying all this time, how would that benefit you? I know you probably already figured out that strategy was not working. So is this just switching the strategy? And he kept saying over and over and over and over again that coronavirus is going to have a cure. You're going to have a vaccine before the election. He feels in his soul, perhaps before that, and then exactly 1 month before the election, I guess he's showing signs that he's a miracle. He used the word miracle 3 times in his little speech. Oh, it's a miracle. Isn't that what he's been saying since from the beginning? It's just going to go away. You see, he only has to trick you for that one day. He will say, yep. You on the line there, Charles Dodson. Trump, the stunt queen. He will say it's the greatest, best, never been done before, miraculous cure that he made happen. Absolutely. He's the first one, right? Isn't he the first one? Experimental drug. Look at me. That'll be tomorrow. If he comes on that stage tomorrow declaring that he is cured from coronavirus in 2 days, honey, are y'all still going to buy it? I don't see how it's going to change the vote any. You've done enough, Trump, that we can't forget you. The boy crying wolf. I know I messed up that fairy tale, but I think I got the general principle of when you're always lying about something, the people are not going to believe you when you're telling the truth. I think that's the moral of the story. Okay, Poultry 2000. She says, no, they said the next 40 hours would be critical. Why in the hell is he sitting up talking just like the regular Donald Trump if he's going to be critical? Which is it? Is he critical or is he cured? They're saying both things at the same time out of both sides of their mouth. I believe he's going to come out declaring that this drug is the miracle cure because that's what he said he needed. That's what he kept promoting. Look at that little face. Hey, baby. I ain't give my baby a flea bath. What ya? You look like you got a Jerry curl. I didn't know it, but that flea shampoo is not the same as shampoo. So no bubbles. No, they don't clean him. They just make sure his body, he kept scratching. But we're going to get him a haircut on the 8th. The baby needs a haircut. I can see that lovely face. Okay, what happened? Those pipe bombs. Okay, Mulatto King Justin. When those pipe bombs were mailed to the Obamas, Trump stated he wouldn't update nor check in with the Obamas. Obama made a video for Trump's quick recovery and reached out to the Trump to see. Well, Obama's a decent person. He's not doing it to Trump. He's doing it to the president, whoever the hell is in that president's seat. Oh, yeah, he's been a pig all his life. He's been a pig. He wanted to get that subject off of his finances, though. I bet you there's a whole lot of people in New York. He didn't even win New York, did he? There's a whole lot of business people in New York City who have a testimony. Can't give it now. Not the right time. I think Joe Biden ought to put his ass right back where they were because he's no doubt Trump is still running his. Try anything, stay in power. I don't buy coincidence in the last month, honey. Everything that happens in the last month before election, it's all political. You get hit by a bus, it's still political. Squeenie is adorable. You are adorable, Squeenie. They say you adorable. You ding, ding, ding. I love my baby dog. Thank you. I hate to say it, but when they first announced that Trump had coronavirus, I said, did God step in here? I hate to put it on, because the Lord, whatever we think about Trump, he's still only one God. So our God is Trump's God. All of our enemies' God. So we can't put anything on God did this, God did that. It just seems like if this is just natural thing to happen, it would seem like it was some kind of interference. But we can't blame it on God. He don't feel no better about us than he feels about him. It's not clear. Okay, the CNN article said it's not clear when this video was recorded. Okay, so you're saying if it was recorded a couple of days earlier, then he could be sick now? This is all taking place in 2 days, people. He only been in the hospital 1 day. How the hell you gonna come out here acting like you're cured? So you're saying, May, that perhaps that's not the condition he is in right now. That was pre-recorded, but he's only been in the hospital for what, 2 days? So it would have to be the day before. I think he was rushed to the hospital because it says right there plainly that this drug that he's taking, this unapproved drug, you have to be hospitalized. So I think that's just simple. You have to be hospitalized, so he's hospitalized. And they said, and also you have to be oxygenated. But then you got the doctors come out and say, oh no, he need no oxygen today. We said, well, has he had oxygen? Oh, I can say that he didn't, when he came in, he didn't have no oxygen then. And then he has no oxygen, talking all around it, talking just like Trump. I guess Trump told him, I'll have your job if you don't spend it just right. I am the president of the United States. I mean, the doctors, they have to do what they have to do, honey. No doubt they got billions coming into the hospital from the government. Yeah, well, we don't know what God does, you know, but that's the first thing I thought, though. I said, God, is this him showing, since you don't believe in coronavirus, I bet you believe in it now, kind of thing. So, okay, so this last video we saw, which is being presented as it happened today, if you are right, the ones who says that it was not taken on today, that would explain why he looks healthy. Perhaps it was taken right when he got to the hospital, planning on, maybe I won't be doing so good. Because to me, look at that face. You hear that skateboard, boy? Do you hear that skateboard? Look at it. Scratch, baby, scratch. I hope that damn shampoo worked. That fucking drops for his back, the flea drops. This shit is $47. I said, no, baby, we'll have to go online and get that. $47 for a few drops of this medication. Did his wife get the drug? They say she's doing much better because she's a little younger or whatever. But she's going to do whatever he says do. She's under a prenup. She got to stay with him, so she got to get along. All the people closest to him, his cronies. Chris Christie, Kellyanne Conway. Aren't they just his cronies? Those are the ones who are admitting they've been exposed to coronavirus. I would like to find out all the people he had in all these rallies. What are the numbers there? They won't give us that. They won't tell us how many people have been tested positive. Surely Herman Cain was not the only person that tested positive after them damn rallies. You got thousands of people involved, various towns. How many people were exposed to that virus and how many died? Aliyah. He is a big liar. I'm sure they put his fat ass on oxygen right after that video. They put almost everybody on oxygen. Even when the ambulance come, don't they? One of the first things they do, they put the oxygen thing over your face. I mean, that's just a common thing. They're denying it ever happened. I guess he finds that to be weak. You're in the hospital claiming you got coronavirus, but getting oxygen is supposed to be weak. But what the hell is the use of the hospital? They ain't gonna give you at least oxygen. That's like a standard thing, I would think. It seems like everybody was getting oxygen. You break your leg, the first thing you do, put some oxygen on your face. No, we can't blame nothing on God. God gave us dominion over the earth, honey. He said, okay, I've created you. I've given you a nose. You can smell stuff. Eyes, you can see. Teeth, eat your food up. I've given you everything. And I'm putting you in charge. You have dominion over the animals, all the livestock, and the fish. And what we do, we eat them. Yeah, that's up to God. If God steps in, we never know when he hits and when he don't. But it's the same God. So if Trump, let me see, I hear. Yeah, Trump might fall victim to his own deceptions. But he's got people, I'm sure that the New York Times has got a vested interest, Washington Post, those people. A lot of this stuff that we get on television, a lot of that originates from these New York, the Post and the New York Times. They quote from the Post. So these are investigative reporters. They got people inside the White House. They got snitches that they pay. They have all the information. So if Trump think he can pull off this, It'll be the biggest hoax in political history. I don't know. He's so arrogant that he might think he could do it. He's that arrogant. People who have had corona, I haven't heard any of them say they got better the next day. Now this is the first. When Chris Cuomo had it, he still broadcasts, but he was sick for what, 2 or 3 weeks. Some people sick longer than that. He's gonna say, "Oh, it's because of this drug." Go order millions and millions of this stuff. We don't know what Trump is in arranged, honey. If they declare that a cure for corona, do you know how many vials of that they will sell around the world? This man could clear up his debt. He could clear up his debt and make a huge profit if he endorsed some product and show us that it works. That would make that product, right? Put it on the market, rush the market, and all that kind of stuff. We don't know what he's capable of. We know he has an awful lot of meetings with his friends in Mar-a-Lago. He is the government. What in the hell is he doing in Mar-a-Lago, kicking it with his rich friends? What, are they all just talking about sports? Please. If this is a stunner here, so he ought to look like our initial thing would be, well, he's a goddamn fool then, because he told us it was fine. He's encouraged all these people not to wear masks. He had his whole family show up there during the debate with no mask on, even though they were instructed and handed masks. They refused. No, we don't want no mask. See what I'm saying? It's so theatrical. Wait, this whole thing is gone. Now he gonna pop out of there. Oh, I'm feeling great. Let's get back to the thing. I said, but goddamn, a cold lasts longer than that. Even when you have a cold, you have a little sniffle or something. Thyroid Trump, his big old ass. All right, is it Fiona Weekfall? Welcome. The placebo effect. Wouldn't that be something? He start claiming that he got cured, and we said, well, Mr. Trump, that was the placebo. The only thing we gave you was sterilized water. But do it on public television. What are his enemies? It looks fine to me, considering he's supposed to be rushed by helicopter. Okay, Charles Dodson, you had coronavirus back in June. My case was mild to moderate, and it kicked my ass. I'm healthy, fit, with no underlying conditions, and it took me 8 weeks to get a negative test. Well, Trump is going to claim one tomorrow. By Monday, we'll be right back. The more I talk about it, the more suspicious it seems, honey. Why didn't he ask for an IV? Ooh, I don't know, Linda B. Linda B wants to know. My husband said, why didn't he ask for an IV of bleach? It kills it instantly in a few seconds, right? Can we try that maybe? Bleach? That poor woman sitting up there. How can I be a part of this mess? If it's a stunt, they're gonna find out. Somebody's gonna talk, honey. Somebody said they wrote around the world, they'd written 4,000 books. I thought it was maybe just 30 or 40. But every time you turn the news on, somebody else got a book. Right? So that's a cash cow. So if somebody could prove this thing is a hoax, could write about this, woo, pure money. And they all should be shooting up to the top of the list. Seems like most of the writing that's occurring now is not so much fiction. I haven't seen a lot of fiction coming up. They're all political, and they're all about Trump. I think that he's so hungry for that, keep that job, that even if he had coronavirus, I think he might try to bury it. Why is he being so public about it? He's never been public about anything. Almost all the presidents have tried to dumb down if they were sick. They want to appear to be healthy. So why is Trump so cooperative now? Why is he making this big spectacle of being flown into Walter Reed Hospital the very day after he was diagnosed? God damn, that thing took place. It sure took effect fast, Trump. You claiming you just got it the day before. A lot of people say he had it before that, and he went and infected other people and still didn't wear a mask, even though he knew it was positive. We don't know. We'll never know the real truth, honey. I don't buy none of these last minute things, honey. On November 3rd, I'm having a grain seafood steak meal. Oh, with the beer and watch the shit. Okay, Zombie Kid, you might be sitting there a while though. They're saying that he's already predicted that they won't be able to call the race on election day. Usually we all sit up all night and they call who the winner is, project the winner is. They won't be able to do that because the mail is slow. Why the hell is the mail slow? Why did you take all them damn machines out of the post office who sorted millions of letters in moments? You want some old person sit up there doing that by hand now? And then you want to bitch and complain about the results coming in slow? If they wouldn't have tried to manipulate the mail, maybe it wouldn't come in slow. I mean, granted, it's going to be a lot more mail-in ballots, right? But we have Christmas every year. Every year the post office gets packed. Every year they get packed with plastic packages. Maybe not so much letters anymore, but they still got Christmas cards. They have a busy year every year, right? All you would have to do is add more people, not take people away. Add more machines if you need them. You talk in billions and trillions of dollars. Add more machines if this corona has created a problem. Oh no, they want to take away the machines. And they even want to take away the mailbox so you can't find out where to put it. You people say, that ain't no big deal. It's a big deal to seniors, people. It's a big deal to people who are confused. Senior people are not riding all over town trying to find a mailbox, honey. They've been using the same mailbox for 32 years. They're doing everything to do to make it hard. Then all of a sudden, Trump shuts down right in the last month. I don't buy it. I'm convincing myself that I don't buy it. And I know he's trying to spin this to his advantage, because why would he be so public when he's not been public about anything? He ain't never been public about shit. And all of a sudden he wants everybody to know that he is sick and on his deathbed, and then now showing signs of having a miracle cure. After he done been saying the whole damn last 3 or 4 months, oh, I feel that corona's gonna be cured. There's gonna be a vaccine. We're so close. We're so close. Amen. 2020 has not been nice to anyone. Hopefully 2021 will be better. Yeah, I think definitely it'd be better with Biden. I absolutely believe that. He's not an evil man. Trump is evil. When you picture him, just picture red horns coming out of his head. So that's basically who it is. We shouldn't be sitting up here trying to figure out what the hell the truth is. So we got somebody in the White House who lies about everything. The hell that should have disqualified him. We can't have a president that lies about, you can't believe a damn thing he says. He had to be taught that was okay. His daddy, they say his daddy was something else. He had to be taught that winning was essential no matter what. No matter what. Lying is okay. Cheating is okay. Stiffing people is okay. Cheating on your wife is okay. Everything is okay. Just don't get caught. I guess he's gonna be the first one cured out and about. I bet you he's gonna be announced. Wait, watch this, honey. It only been a couple of days. Probably tomorrow. I think Monday would be better. We'll kill the weekend. Monday he's gonna announce he's cured. He's cured. Hey, Miss Tracy. What you got going over there on your channel? Has somebody been unveiled? I don't know. I just saw a little bit of it. I got to get back over there. I got to get back over there and keep up with the tea. Yeah, we all bite now. I don't give a damn how you feel about Biden. You think he's bolding, he's too old, or whatever you feel about him. It's too late. We've already made the decision who's going to run against Trump. So we're all pro-Biden, right? We don't give a damn what his ticks are. This man, Trump, is covered with ticks. And he basically has done nothing in the government. He don't know how. He doesn't even understand how government works. I don't even think that Trump has read very many history books. He doesn't impress me as the person who studied anything. They say he did that damn debate. He studied for 2 hours. He prepared for 2 hours. From New Zealand. Oh, we're international. Hey, Watergrove. Hello, Papa. Oh, I don't think I've ever been called Papa before. Uncle, Godfather, Papa. Welcome. Hey, to New Zealand. Yeah, people. So we got to get involved in this election. So maybe the next month there'll be more talk about politics than usual. Right. I don't think anything else is more important than this right now. Another 4 years with Trump would mean that he has nothing to hold him back because he's not running for re-election. He didn't have to. He can come on there and just pronounce that he's a Klansman if he wants to. He can do whatever he wants to in his second term because he's not running again, right? So it's dangerous to have that man. And all the way he coming after China about this damn disease, it's a global pandemic. He wants to continually call this the China virus. He wants to keep. I mean, do you think these people feel good that a virus released in their country? A virus can be released from anywhere. Where did the Black Plague come from? Where did HIV come from? Everything starts somewhere, Trump. But he's so reckless. He could end us up in a war with those people. It's the greatest war ever. No one's ever seen anything like it before. No, they've never seen anything like a grand hoax. This might be proved to be the biggest hoax in political history. And I hope he wouldn't be bold enough to actually show us a video that he's made prior to today. Now that would be, I mean, that would be so easy to prove. People start looking at the clocks on the wall. Can we blow it on his watch? Can we see what time it was and all that? Whatever. I think there are ways to figure that out. Yeah, Trump has. I'm surprised we survived Trump because he's not a president. I mean, he's been most of the time at the golf course or at Mar-a-Lago. He complained about Obama, who was actually a working president, playing golf to unwind. This dude, he did a third of his whole term has been on the golf course with his buddies. Like the movie Wag the Dog. Did I see Wag the Dog? I surely heard of it. It's a political drama, right? I want to see this thing called Comey. Does anybody know? Has that been released yet? I don't have Showtime. I think it's on Showtime. But sometimes there's an option where you can buy it. If it's on, maybe it's on demand and you can buy that one episode. Political dramedy. Yeah, all of those Trump must have learned about politics through some of them silly movies. When they show everybody being crooked, that's probably what drew him to it. Didn't his daddy die of Spanish flu? Oh, I don't know. I know his doctors he had the doctors come out and say, not this one. When he first ran, everybody wanted to know what kind of health he was in. Oh, I've never seen a person this healthy. Oh my God, I can't believe it. No one's ever seen this before. The doctor is using Trump's words. No one's ever seen it before. Oh God. Obese. Yes, we are. I hate when you go to the doctor and they put on your chart morbidly obese. I said, it's just a little beer belly. Would you calm down, honey? Yeah, he's big all over. He had him dressed up in one of his suits. They made it sound like he only had moments to live. He's been rushed by helicopter. You see how he walked? Most time, if you go into a hospital like that situation, you would be rolled out on a wheelchair, right? They don't want you walking and so forth. But no, Trump had to come out and he had to appear strong. Like he said about Putin. He said very strongly that he didn't do it. How do you say it strongly? Well, you raise your voice? Or do you put your hand up? He going to sabotage his own plot. You're going to have to appear to be weak, Trump, if you're going to pull off that you were sick. Yeah, ain't nobody going to talk about the taxes, about those sick dudes. I told you that Biden took down all his negative ads about Trump. Why? He's still the same asshole because he got sick. That don't mean anything. But that'd be part of the trick, right? Nobody's going to talk about the taxes right now. Nobody's going to talk about all of this racism, all this shit he's done. He got another problem. We can't even deny white supremacy. But why? Because he's a white supremacist. Why would he deny it? He would be denying himself. And all of his followers. He's scared to offend. Who are these guys? Whatever these boys are. He's scared. How many of them could there be? Are there millions of them? He don't want to suspend any of them because he don't want to suspend white supremacists. Not one particular group, but all of them. They made T-shirts and hats the same damn night. About stand by, stand down, stand by. What that supposed to mean? Are these the ones you want hovering around the post offices, trying to intimidate people? No one has had his strain of coronavirus. He already talked about miracles. Oh, it's a miracle, a miracle. I said, God damn, Trump, you had coronavirus for one day? You already in here talking about miracles? Damn, shouldn't you have played it off a little longer than that? I mean, you could have did the 5 days in silence, could you? You got to shut up because your ego is so big, you don't want to appear sick. So that kind of interferes with your plan. Elaine Berry, why would you do me like that? Tim, were you attracted to Trump when he was young? Hell no. How young would he have to be, honey? I ain't never been attracted to no goddamn Donald Trump. I don't like arrogant people. He's just been a rich, spoiled brat to me. Nope. But everybody's cute when they're young. You see Biden when he was young? Biden was about 20, 21. I ain't got no problem saying he was a fine-ass man to me. But, beauty is fleeting. So, no, I was never attracted to him, even though back then he wasn't running for president or anything. But, no, I've always been offended by arrogant people. I'm not all that wild about rich people. I'm not. They're in a different class than me. They don't turn me on, honey. I like the regular Joes. My lover was a bank teller. I worked in a decorator showroom. We were never no special people. We paid our bills. Oh, that little mouth. I never paid much attention to him, honey. I remember when he had that divorce from that first one. I guess she cleaned his clock in one of his statements. I used to like I thought it was arrogant the way he kept putting. Then they said, how much did he pay for them haircuts? Was it 7,000 or 70,000? But I always thought that looked so ridiculous. I said, how can that man come out here with this comb over, looking so ridiculous? Can't you buy a wig or buy some implants? They said they tried to implant his hair. He got mad at his wife because it hurt too much. So now he got some damn barber coming there and stop putting every strand of hair. We can't see your bald, Trump. Come on, man. He had to have a tanning bed. The whole country is calling you orange. And you probably your skin probably gets really placid. Because he chooses to have this hard orange. The surface of his skin is like an orange. Like, you know how oranges has all these pores in it? That's the way his skin looks from all those tanning beds. So no, I was never attracted to that. You would have to go back 50 years probably. And then if he was an arrogant asshole, I wouldn't like him even then. $70,000 for that ridiculous. Girl, go buy you a good wig. Go buy your wig. That stuff looks ridiculous. I used to love when Miss Rosie O'Donnell used to do them, and she would flip it back. And sometimes when he's coming off the plane, the wind blows it, right? So each hair has got to be styled. He probably has somebody on staff there because any wind or anything like that, it blows it all the way back and he's totally bald. They call that a comb over. It looks ridiculous to me. So I said, okay, you're a person who cares too much about your appearance, honey. What's going on, Walter Dog Games? Why you get all this? Are you a troll? You just put your name in over and over and over? Y'all got to remember, some of these trolls are young people playing around. He's in viral. No need to keep this hair. Ain't nobody, baby, I don't know who in the hell is attracted to some 74-year-old white dude with horrible skin that he puts in tanning beds and has this ridiculous hairdo. I'm sure he smells like a gardenia patch. Girl, ain't nobody attracted to that. All they attracted to you for, Trump, is your money. That's why your wife married you. It was never about your hairdo. It was never about your manicure or your skin. It was always about the money. You got to accept it, Trump. They don't give a damn what you look like. He could have got him a good lace front. He could afford the best. Nobody's ever seen a wig like this before. They just kept it a secret. But no, that shit is so thin, it just blow over, honey. You pay somebody $70,000 to cut that. They must cut each hair individually. Okay, can we get rid of this dude? Who in the hell is this? Keep writing his name over and over again. Walker Dog. You already got him? Oh, what's wrong? Okay, Walker Dog Games. Okay. Can we just get rid of him altogether? Hide user. Okay. It must be a lonely life to be a troll. Walker Games was unhidden. I messed something up. Wait a minute. Let me get back there. I messed up. I don't even know how to do all this stuff. I like to be fair, impartial. Long as you're anti-Trump, honey. What did I do? I hope I didn't mess you up there, 42W Envy King. Is it unhide? I hope that fixes whatever I did. Yeah, so this is good television, people, but I don't think these people on these television shows have any clearer answers than we do. One group says, well, I didn't even turn on to that Fox News. You can well imagine what's on there. And that's what he's doing in the hospital. He's sitting there watching Fox News around the clock. So they ain't going to tell him nothing. Yeah, we know it's all a scam, Icy. He don't want to leave that office because he got a whole line of people waiting for that ass. He's feeling better. Yes, he got over coronavirus in one day. What are you talking about, boy? What are you talking about? Is it time? Oh, shit. Uh-oh. I got to go. It's 5 o'clock. My baby's supposed to go out at 4:30. See how he came and talked to me? What do you do, baby? He came and talked to me. Can you give me 5 minutes, sweetheart? He said, no, come on, Daddy. I got to go pee. Okay, I got to go. He's scratching my leg. He's scratching my leg. Say hello to the people. I ain't got time to say, hello, Daddy. I got to pee. Say hello. Hi, people. How you doing? Where they at, Daddy? Are they in there? Stop holding up my daddy. Come here. All right, guys. I got to go take my dog out. He's having a fit. Talk to you guys later. Remember to vote.